Fraudulent activity is very common in businesses, and the percentages, they estimate that 75 to 80% of all businesses have some level of fraudulent activities.
If a business owner suspects fraud, the number one thing that they should do is to not confront the employee without any kind of proof. They want to first look into it, investigate it. They should contact their legal counsel, and they should contact a professional such as a certified fraud examiner. A certified fraud examiner can come in and evaluate the internal controls. They can test them for weaknesses, and then also identify areas of vulnerabilities that might be especially vulnerable for that type of business. People commit fraud for a variety of reasons. There's normally an opportunity, there's a weakness in internal controls or a lack of supervision, or maybe too much trust with a certain individual. And if there is a weakness and they feel that they can steal and not be caught, it opens up an opportunity. And then they normally have a pressure. The pressure can be maybe a family crisis, they have money problems, and they could have addiction problems. And then they'll justify the act by saying that they were just borrowing the money, they were gonna pay it back, or maybe that they deserve it. The company didn't give them a raise and they owe it to them. Fraud can impact employees of an organization in many ways. There could be raises and bonuses that are put off. There could be salary freezes, layoffs, employee morale is a big one. And then there's also increased scrutiny amongst the whole company.
We work with an organization called Red Flag. Red Flag is an independent organization who receives calls from tipsters anonymously. Those calls come to us, and we will contact clients accordingly and determine the next steps. Those steps could include an initial investigation. It could include a very thorough dive into the fraud activity, and most likely would also include hiring an attorney. A vulnerability risk assessment study is a study performed by forensic accountants on the internal controls, procedures, processes, and employees in an organization. We provide those services, and those can detect weaknesses in internal control and highlight areas where fraud could exist. Employers can communicate with employees on the effects of fraud in an organization by training and communicating the devastation that fraud can cause to their organization. We're Miller Prost, and we advise with vision.